Hey guys, I know I look literally like such a slob today. Like, I feel disgusting. Also, the light is like right in my eyes. Usually, whenever I put up my phone light behind the camera, it's like higher than me, so it's not directly in my eyes, but today it's like literally right in my face. I actually have a couple things to talk about this week, and so I was gonna make it like a quick video, but I figured actually it'd be better to sit down and go through some of the stuff that's changing. And also just some ideas that I have like going into the next few weeks and the next year. I hope you guys like my background. We put up all of our Christmas stuff, so I think it looks really cute in the background. I wanted to film down here. I hear my dog coming. Leah has joined the chat. Do you want to sit down? This is like really invasive actually. I feel like I don't have a lot of space. You're taking up a lot of room right now. You know that? Okay, anyway, so Leah's gonna be sitting here for as long as she wants to until she probably lays down because she gets lazy. But yeah, there are a few things I want to talk about this week. And the first thing is that I finished the semester. So my first semester of my master's is finally done. I took my last exam for the semester on Wednesday. So I'm finally done with classes for 4 weeks. So I've been calling this like my 4 weeks of freedom. It's the first time I've had like actual free time where I don't have to do anything at all for 4 weeks. And so it's really nice. Thank you. No. Yesterday was more of like a productive day. I spent more time doing job apps and then also getting back in my routine, trying to get up at an earlier time because even though I've been pretty productive throughout my days, even during the semester, the days I don't have to get up early, I've just been sleeping in pretty late and I've been trying to kind of like rectify that. So I got up at a pretty reasonable time yesterday, but today I got up at like 11 again, so it's gonna take me some time probably to get back into the flow of things. Honestly, only the past month has been pretty bad for me with my sleep schedule, and I think it's also because I was traveling. Like when I went to Seattle a couple weeks ago, it kind of messed with my sleep schedule because they're 3 hours behind there. And then since then, it's just been like downhill. I've been sleeping so late and then getting up super late too, or trying to get up early, but then just feeling exhausted when I have to get up early. But I'm definitely trying to fix that. Apart from that, I can't believe the semester's over. I actually ended up doing a lot better than I expected. It was definitely a really tough semester, but we got through. And I also just wanted to share how grateful I am for all of the support I've gotten throughout this past semester. Choosing to help someone is so selfless and pure, and I just feel like there's so much beauty in that. I don't know, I just think it's such a like beautiful thing to help somebody when you know that they need it and without them even asking sometimes. It's so nice. And I feel like I've had that a lot over this past year, and I'm just so grateful for that. So grateful for that. And so I wanted to say thank you to everyone that has supported me so much over this past semester. I cannot thank you enough. The biggest update I wanted to share though is that I'm actually planning on going online next semester for my master's. This took a lot of time for me to decide. It's been a tough year academically for sure, and I also think I'm just someone who's a self-learner. I like to self-study and, you know, work on my own. That's just how I learn best. And I feel like the in-person components, while they were valuable at times, I feel like I just wasn't taking advantage of them, and I preferred to just do things on my own, and it worked for me. I was not really enjoying going in person, and so I think that this is just like a better alternative for me. And I want to say also, this is like very specific to this program too, because during my undergrad, I always went to class. I would like rarely ever skip class. Honestly, I like never skipped class. I think it's just like specific to this program because it's so challenging and it requires a lot more focus and like effort. I just need a lot of personal time to absorb information and practice and like learn. Undergrad wasn't like that. A lot of it was also just more discussion based, so it was very much like go to class and you talk about something and that's how you retain the information, and that really worked for me. But my classes this semester weren't really like that. It was more like lecture based and not so much discussion, which is fine. Like that's just not really my style of learning. But once I figured that out, it was like, okay, like I know where to go from here. And so I figured it would be better for me to go online next semester. On top of that, I was also, you know, commuting, which was honestly so fine. And I've been loving living at home, as I've talked about in the past. But something that goes along with that is that it's like, it feels like a task to have to go in person, especially with some of the events they hold for us in person, which were really great, by the way. I actually went to a few and they were so much fun and I really enjoyed them, but it takes longer sometimes for me to get to the event than the actual event itself. That's what makes it hard to like push myself to actually go to them, even though I'm paying for them with my tuition, right? And so I figured like, you know, maybe it's better to not have to pay for those things and also just not feel guilty for not going. But yeah, I also just like being like with my mom. I want to touch on that a little bit because I feel like I'm getting to an age now, and I know a lot of you that watch my videos are also around the same age as me, where you're about to like start your life, and you know, obviously everyone has different plans. My plan is to move pretty far away. And so I want to spend as much time as I can at home and with my mom this year, because once I move, you know, I'll still see her, I'll still visit, but it's not going to be like what it is now, where I, you know, even when I was in college, I lived like down the street, or I lived within the state and I could still come home. It's not going to be like that anymore. And so I like that I have this time to spend with her before everything is going to change like indefinitely. And you know, school is still gonna be busy next semester. Like, school is not gonna get any easier next semester, right? It's still gonna be the same rigor, it's just gonna be online, just more autonomy with the online courses because I'm pretty sure they're all asynchronous, which is nice. It's still gonna be 5 tough classes that are gonna be very time consuming, but the element of not having to go in person, I think, on its own, gives me a lot of time back in the day. Something else I actually wanted to mention was that I really want to focus more time these next 4 weeks while I have free time on making some higher quality videos. This could be like a big bluff for me because I'm a big believer in creativity kind of like fluctuating over time. Or not fluctuating, but like moments where you feel really inclined to create and then you have moments where you just don't feel motivated. This is very normal. I think it's synonymous to writer's block, but you can apply it to different areas. Like you could be a painter, you could be a video creator, you could be whatever, you know? So sometimes I get a really strong urge to create and I get all these ideas, and sometimes it's just like literally nothing. Like there's nothing going on in my head creatively. But recently I've been getting a lot of ideas kind of flowing through my head of videos that I want to make, and I see them a certain way in my head and I'm crazy because like I'm so anal about like things looking exactly the way I want them to look. But when you think of creativity, I feel like you think of like relaxing, like it's your way to release, and for some people it is, and for me it is. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm also so particular sometimes about how I want things done or how I want things to look that I get like very controlling over it, and I want it to be perfect. So with some of these ideas that I have in my head, I want them to look exactly like what I'm seeing in my head. And obviously it's probably not feasible, but like I want to do my best to match that vision as well as I can. And so it's probably gonna take me a while to put out these videos, but I wanted to dedicate these like 4 weeks of freedom to focusing more on that and making some quality videos. I'm still gonna make my like regular videos that I make where I sit down and talk and, you know, pick a topic, whatever. But there's one video in particular that I've been thinking about making for a really long time, and I think I'm gonna try it. And if I end up hating it, I just won't release it, but I'm still gonna make it and see how it turns out. I'm excited about that. We'll see. I've been like brainstorming a lot, but maybe it'll suck. Like, I don't know. Like maybe it like won't be good. I really want to try out using different editing techniques and stuff because I've been very comfortable in my editing style for a while now, and you guys have probably seen it. If you watch my videos for a while, you know that things have remained pretty consistent. Like I've had the same intro for a really long time, I've had the same outro for a really long time. My channel banner hasn't changed in a while. So I've been slowly kind of updating things. I did make a new end screen, I made a new banner, and then I also actually took out my intro. I don't know if you guys noticed, I've only done it once, but last week I did not put an intro in my video. It's like the thing that's like pop, pop, ding. I gave it a lot of thought before doing that. I didn't really resonate with it anymore, I think is the best way to say it. I just felt like it wasn't really needed. But I thought a lot about this. I've given this a lot of thought. You know, a big part of why I make videos and the whole idea of this channel is to showcase my growth and show how I've changed over time. So whether that's the editing style or just like, you know, the topics I talk about, it's cool to see how these things have changed. And so if over time something that used to resonate with me doesn't resonate with me anymore, or there's something new that I want to try, I want to welcome that and invite that into my channel, especially with the editing styles. In my video where I go through my Spotify Wrapped, I tried some new editing techniques there. I'm not gonna nerd out about it, but like I was really happy with how they turned out. And when you watch it on the surface, it's like, oh my god, this is like minimally edited. It is. It's not like crazy editing, but there was a couple of new elements that I wanted to test out in that video, and I really liked how they looked. And it made me think like I should really explore more of what I'm capable of doing, because sometimes I get so comfortable with my editing style and like things that I normally do that I don't feel push to try something new, but I always know that there's more to learn and more to do. And so I want to take advantage of that and learn more about what I can do with my videos and how I can expand my knowledge of editing and different video styles, different editing styles. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna end this video here. I've been filming for a really long time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my little updates. I would love to hear about how you guys are doing down below, so feel free to comment. Subscribe if you want. I upload videos every Saturday, and I've never missed a week of uploading. I'm here every week. I will see you guys next Saturday with another video, so until then.
We got too much history.